Something important to consider when you have effect modification is that we are reporting results separately for levels of the strata of that third variable. So remember, our crude analysis is basically everybody in our study. We're looking at the relationship between our independent and dependent variable. We've got everybody in that study. Let's say that there's 100 people in our sample. Our crude analysis would include 100 people. Let's say that I have effect modification, which means I need to analyze and report my strata-specific results, those levels of that third variable. Those need to be analyzed and reported separately. So let's just say, for simplicity, that in level 1 of my effect modifier, let's say that's gender. Let's say that 50 people out of my sample, let's say half are in level 1 and half are in level 2. My analysis for level 1 is going to have a lot lower power. My power is essentially reduced by half compared to my crude analysis. The same is true with level 2. If I've got half of the people in my sample in level 2 compared to all 100 people in my crude, when I have effect modification, I am essentially conducting these 2x2 tables separately for that gender variable, whatever that third variable is. This analysis for level 1 is going to have half the power than my crude analysis, and the same is true for this level 2. So when you have effect modification, you're essentially doing analyses that have much reduced power. They have lower power compared to that crude analysis. So one of the things we really need to make sure when we're conducting studies is that we have enough people in the levels of our strata. So, for example, if you have gender, you want to make sure if you've got gender as that variable, you want to make sure you have enough people in both of those strata in order to conduct your analysis. Otherwise, if you have a really small number of people, for example, who identify as female, you're going to be underpowered and you're not going to be able to detect associations that may exist.